Audio test. Video test. Audio and video test. Audio test. Perfect. All right. Welcome. It's a brand new week. I am Blazar Gaming. And I forgot to turn my little fan on. Turn my little fan on. All right. Since I'm working through all my characters to make sure that they are ready for the next big update to this game, which is coming the end of September, and today is August 7th. Luke Cage is the next one on my list to work on. But I logged in today and look what I got. Today, August the 7th, 2017, is my 4th anniversary. 1,060 days. Marvel Heroes 4-year anniversary cake. So I've been playing this game for 4 years now. It's pretty cool. Nowhere close to how many years I played World of Warcraft yet, but I'm still playing. So, let's see what we got in our 4th anniversary gift. No, let's clear out the costumes first. Then we'll check my anniversary gift. The costume I like to wear is Marvel's Luke Cage costume. It's pretty much what he looked like in the Netflix series. This, I think, yeah, this is his default costume. His big power man gauntlets. Luke Cage Earth X. Luke Cage Noir. His street clothes. Heroes for Hire 97 costume. His Chicago costume. Now he's got his gauntlets on his ankles, on his thighs. Or not thighs, but his calves. Here's the Skrull imposter. And his classic costume. But I prefer the one from Netflix. But that's just me. That's just me. Alright, his modern costume. Hey. Hey. Stupid UI interface. You know, I could move all these Defenders stuff to Danny Rand. But that's okay. There we go. Alright. Let's see what's in this birthday cake. Whoa!
This might just be worth my time.
5 Odin Marks. A cosmically enhanced Hypno Ray. What's on this? Energy damage. So it'll have to be back here. And I don't have a Hypno Ray back here. Interesting. I do not. It's got energy damage, critical hit, and intelligence. I got a Ruby Topped Cane. Norn Stones. Put that in my legendary drawer. It's a legendary. And 1 piece of his gear. Ah, I'm wearing headbands, not shades. What's the difference? Oh, okay. The headband gives some power to my summons. Let's see something. Let's bump it up. Compare apples to apples. It's a slot 5. Yep. Slot 5. Hope everyone is doing well today.
Somebody asking for a beatdown.
Alright. So, this focuses more on Luke. Crit's bad on this one. Crit damage is low. Health is low. So this health could go higher than the one on the right. The crit, it's a little bit lower than the one on the right. Crit damage, a little lower than the one on the right. Fighting is lower than one on the right. Health goes a little higher than the one on the right. And then all the rest is in that physical damage rating. When you hit with an opener, gain defense. Stacks up to 3 times. Enemies hit by your attacks take 10% extra damage for 3 seconds. So once I find a good one on the left, I think I will replace it. I will replace the one on the right with one on the left once I get a good rolled one. As I've been saying, whenever I hit a summoner, there's no need to put a bunch of damage into the summonses when they inherit from you. So they just bump you up and they inherit from you. I don't know if that's better or worse. The math people know that one. You can look up the math people. The ones who studied this game by mathematics and physics and formulas and stuff. Spreadsheets. And I'm too busy having fun to play the game to worry about the mathematics and numbers behind it. All right. So, this is Luke Cage. Apparently, he is durability and fighting. Gets an extra brutal strike chance. I think the last 3 or 4 people we've looked at, or 3 out of 4, have all got an extra brutal strike chance. Must be a thing for meleeers. Secondary resource is combo points. Opening powers generate combo points. Finishers spend combo points to deal additional damage. He gets increased health, just like some of the other meleeers we've been looking at. So that's why I'm kind of tired of the old melee brawler guys. They're all about the same. I don't particularly play melee brawler guys, but defense and deflect and damage reduction. It's kind of a deja vu, isn't it? One right after the other. Blah, 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 blah. That's why I was kind of annoyed when they announced the 2 heroes for this year were both melee brawler dudes. Carnage and Odinson. I thought, don't we have enough of those? Then I thought, well, that's why we're getting those. It's easy for them to recreate something that we already have. And Michael Mayhem loves Carnage and Andrew Hare loves Odinson. So they got what they wanted. And then I think there was enough people complaining that they said, well, we better give our people who pay our bills, pay our salaries, we better give them something what they want, not just give us what we want. And that's when they announced Spider-Woman, who the community's been asking for years. I can't get the sleep out of my eyes. I gave up Mountain Dew's caffeine a few years ago for fruit juice. I used to drink a Mountain Dew after breakfast and after lunch every day. Not anymore. I gave those up a few years ago. All right, since we're durability and fighting, let's check the old. Only 80 points. Interesting. Let's bump this up to 100 so that I get my 4th dash in case I ever need it. I sometimes unconsciously revert back to the old ways of playing and get myself stuck sometimes without dashes. And you never want to be stuck without a dash. So I try to play more without using dashes so much. I don't know. Got my crit. Got my brute. And everything else should go into fighting. As it did. Looks like I put 6 in durability too. Just to get the extra damage reduction and +1 to all attributes. Over here, I'm durability and fighting. So I've got my crit from Black Bolt and Cable. Durability from Emma. Yeah, I don't need that. Got Moon Knights. crit for physical powers. I don't need that. Squirrel Girl for boss damage. I want She-Hulk for physical damage. Ultron for intelligence? What? Don't want that. Got War Machine for brute. I mean for fighting. Wolverine for brute. And now we have melee, 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 summons. Melee. So, anything that gives melee damage, like Nightcrawler, is a good thing. And I want Elektra, of course, for more boss damage. Because this guy's physical damage. So there. All my physical characters, or anybody who deals some physical damage, I give them Elektra, because not only do I get 3% more against bosses, and that's what this game's all about, taking out bosses. I also get 2% to one of my power types, one of my damage types, I mean. So I got the brutal, the critical, that's because of Emma. Boss damage, durability fighting, health regen because of She-Hulk, melee, movement speed because of Ultron or somebody, I don't know. Or not Ultron. Who gave me fighting? Where'd the movement speed come from? I don't know where the movement speed came from. Oh, Black Bolt. Black Bolt. And physical crit from Moon Knight. All that physical damage from She-Hulk and Elektra. And Spirit came from little bit of Spirit came from War Machine. All right. Got a Gok. A low brutal strike Gok. I didn't look at the movement speed, but I'm sure it's good. 389 is fine. Okay. I didn't worry so much about the brutal strike because I got so much brutal strike. So I didn't re-roll it for more brutal strike. Okay, this one's interesting. It's not even rolled very well. Oh wow, look, he's got melee, utility, defensive, and Odin. So why did I give him an Odin? Shouldn't he be all melee? Yes, he should. Survivability. His survivability's fine. If we give up 1,000 defense, he's still fine. So let's fix his blessings real quick. Oh, wow. He doesn't need all that brutal strike. But still, we might can remove some brutal strikes somewhere else.
I have been spending a lot of time in the lab. Why do you ask?
But let's fix his blessings. He should be melee. My opinion. Hogan. But I have a feeling I'm going to be changing some of these around anyway. This one especially. This nano thing. When you hit with a melee, blah, 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 blah. Increasing your brutal strike and brutal damage, blah, 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 blah. Alright, yes, we're going to get rid of that. Gawk is good. Scroll Avengers, strength. No, we're going to replace this. Because he's fighting and durability. He can keep the durability, but it needs re-rolling. Could probably find something better than this. He doesn't need so much brutal strike. Look at his brutal strike. 43%. No artifacts. Of course, a lot of that came from here. 700 brutal strike rating. Some came from here. 290. Health on hit. Industry City Signet. All Luke stuff. Melee damage crit. He even has a decent catalyst. So, what does he need? What's he missing? His melee crit is 51.9. So we can get him some more crit. Can get him some more crit damage. Brute's crazy good. Brute damage is even okay. So crit damage. And either melee or physical damage. He's durability and physical. So not strength. Not intelligence. He's durability and fighting. Crit damage. These will work. Brute, nope, doesn't need brute. But he can use the crit damage. He doesn't need all this extra health. Black Cat, Bullseye, Crossbones, Fighting and Strength. Oh, but it's got energy damage on it. Doom, Ock, Intelligence, Jughead, Durability, but he doesn't need all that other stuff. Curse, more melee stuff, but it's got Brute on it too. We don't need Brute. Monkey Boy's got Brute. Pyro, Sauron, Scroll Avengers. Strength, nope. Don't need strength. Nope. Nope. Tombstone, are you tough enough? Tombstone, melee. Melee damage and crit to melee attacks. But it's not as good as the other guy. Durability, fighting, brutal damage. So lots of brutal damage rating. Guess his best bet's one of these guys. He's even got high base damage. We're near 55 on melee damage now. Critical damage is over 9,000 now. Attack speed. Attack speed looks a little low. Attack speed. I don't think he does any bleeds. He's just a brawler. Yeah. See, he's fighting in durability, which is none of these. Yeah, I'm getting... Yeah, he doesn't need all this brutal strike and... More brutal strike and brutal damage. Speed. Crit and brutal damage. Speed. $275 to vulnerable. I don't see there it is, vulnerability. It's on his area clear power.
Make up your damn mind and let's go.
Strength. Energy, speed, energy. Strength and speed, crit damage, brutal strike, critical strike, yeah, blah 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 blah. Durability, intelligence. We could start bumping up his summons if we want. Well, that's a possibility. Fighting and speed. Nope. Durability, intelligence. Nope. Nope. Bunch of brutal damage. If anybody could use a bunch of brutal damage, it's this guy. Because his brutal strike's so high. A lot of damage rating. Here's some attack speed. Oh, he doesn't have any ranged. Energy, durability, damage rating, and brutal damage when you hit with a range. Blah, 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 blah. How high does this damage rating go? And durability. So durability can go up to 4. Bunch of brutal damage. Here's a possibility. Energy, intelligence, speed, melee, fighting and speed, energy, strength. These are my two choices. This gives me crit damage, brute damage, 3% chance when you hit with the physical power for attack speed. When you use your signature, you get 6 mayhem demons. What he needs is a flag, and I ran out of flags. The question is, do I have any flags on my secondary account? That's my question, right? Let's take a quick peek. Let's fix it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Checking my secondary account, see if I had any flags left over there. I could always take them off somebody. We'll have to look and see if I drop any frames. Because now I'm on my stream machine. Oops. The one that's doing all the work. Alright. How many flags left? Yep. There's a flag. Anything else of interest over here? See, over here is where I have all the cosmic artifacts, including cosmic artifacts on most of my characters. Have a few. That's when I realized, hey, none of these are transferable. I need to start playing my main account again. Because you can't trade cosmic artifacts. Alright, so I found a flag. Let's slash invite Wispy. Accept. Alright. Let's trade. Trade. Accept. And we got a flag. All right. Over here. Quit. 0 dropped frames. Of course there's no dropped frames. That's why I got a 6-core 12-thread computer. Now I realize my game machine did not have to be a 6-core 12-thread. But you know, if I had gone with an Intel i7, what is it? 770K? The one you can overclocked 5 gigahertz. If that game that I'm waiting for does come out in the next 18 months, 2 years, what's the odds of it not supporting more than 4 cores and 8 threads? Especially now that AMD has come in with all their inexpensive multi-core GPUs, and now Intel dropping prices on multi-core GPUs, and even rumoring that their next consumer brand processors are going to be more than 4 cores and 8 threads. So if I had picked up the latest, greatest, fastest processor for gaming, I'm afraid I'd already be obsolete. Whereas this one is already a 6-core, 12-thread. And I've got it 4.3 gigahertz. Seems like speeds are going to start coming down too. I don't know that they're going to push very far beyond 5 gigahertz. They're kind of reaching the limits of silicon. They're going to have to go to some other kind of substrate. We were speaking many, many years ago of 10 gigahertz Pentium processors. Never happened. Never happened. All right, so he gets a flag. So I'm thinking, even though I had no clue about the AMD coming out with the 8-core, 16-thread, $350 processors, in some cases $275 processors, I ended up with 6-core, 12-thread, super expensive Intel processors. Also, I don't know why I didn't do my research, but I didn't realize, well, I'm learning that SLI and Crossfire are pretty bad too. Very few games support them. But DX12, which is where all new games should be striving to come out on, will use multiple GPUs directly from the Windows 10 operating system. So if you have Windows 10 and you play one of the new games that come out on DX12, you can put NVIDIA, I can't say it. You can put NVIDIA and AMD cards side by side. In the Windows 10 operating system, depending on what's needed in the DX12 games, will share the load. Built-in SLI and Crossfire. And you don't need identical CPUs. Anything you stick in there, the Windows operating system will be aware of it. And if your game is on DX12, it'll say, oh, look, I can share the load. I can offload some stuff. So I'm still glad that I got the CPUs I have, the 6850Ks, because I've got 40 PCIe lanes, whereas the AMD chips only support 20, I think. If I end up with 2 video cards, I want them both using 16-bit. That's 32 right there. I don't want them doing 8 and 8 when they can support 16 and 16. So I'm happy with my investment, I think. Even though it was extremely expensive. $500 CPUs. Let me grab my water. I'll be right back. But the nice thing is that AMD coming on the scene has caused Intel to start looking at dropping prices and raising core counts. So that's the best thing that's happened to us as consumers. Competition. It's causing Intel to think about raising cores and lowering prices. I got in too early. I got the expensive stuff, but future upgrades look very good. I'm sure my next replacement over this one, way on down the road in a few years, is going to be more cores, more threads, and less cost. So that's a good thing. All right. So the flag's giving me crit and brute and fighting and damage. All the things I need. It needs re-rolling. I wasn't going to bother to re-roll that. That one needs re-rolling. Let me swap blessing. So it's nothing but good news for us consumers with AMD coming on the scene, forcing Intel to stop overpricing everything because they can, because they had no competition. Transfer blessings. I've got nothing against Intel. Everything I own is Intel pretty much. But competition's a good thing. Bunch of damage, durability, and brute. Crit and brute. And some summon power. Summon damage. This is just brute. I could always use more crit. Let's see what things look like with this on it. Even though I am going to upgrade it. So I want more crit and brute damage, or do I just want brute damage? And base damage. And regular damage. I'll go with this one. Yeah, I could have used more crit damage, but I'm going to be bruting so much. A lot of my crits are going to be brutes. We'll just bump up the damage. This will do. Swap blessings again. I got plenty of these and these and these. Can't sell that one. Now, the re-rolls. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry over 4% base damage. And I'm not gonna cry over some more brutal strike. Or will I? See, that needs to be bumped up to 66. Forgot to do that.
Some of these are a bit untested.
I'm definitely not gonna cry over 4% base damage on this thing. That costs so much crafting materials to re-roll. I don't want to do that. Oh. But I'll re-roll these
My
others.
genius goes way beyond just shrinking things.
Flag. Flag needs at least 3 fighting on it. Could get more. Yeah, let's do a little more. A little better than that. 3 fighting, please. Ew. 3 fighting, please. Ew. 3 fighting, please. I guess I should tell Miss RNG what I'm looking for. I'd like 3 fighting, high damage rating. I guess that's okay. I would have loved higher critical damage rating too, but it's the brutal damage rating that's going to shine on this guy. Because our high amounts of brutes. And we're just about 500% now on brutal damage. Five times. Now this guy needs 4 durability and a bunch of physical damage rating. I'm not worried about the health. 4 durability and a bunch of damage rating. More than that. 4 durability and a bunch of damage. Ooh, I got a bunch of health out of it too. Thank you, Miss RNG. That bumped my physical damage rating up. I'm 2K damage rating. Where's my melee? Melee's 1855. Okay. Where'd base damage end up? 372. How'd my attack speed end up? 15.6. But I think 5% chance to gain some attack speed. 5% chance to get 500 damage rating. Don't care about the range proc on that thing. We're not doing any range. When you hit with a melee power, get 180 damage rating. When you use a movement power, get physical damage rating. When you hit with a melee power, get defense durability. When you reach full combo, get brutal strike, brutal damage. 7% chance to gain defense. Regenerate 101 health. Gain spirit. Use a finisher. Gain 6.9% attack speed and 3 fighting. Okay. So my attack speed's going to go up in combat because of this guy. I use a finisher in every rotation. So that's going to bump me up 6.9% attack speed. Let's see what that looks like. My attack speed is at the very top. Let's go use a finisher. Alright, good. My attack speed's over 20%. So my attack speed's okay. I could actually get some more attack speed. By adding 50 points over here. So if I take 50 points out of here, which is 2, add the 50 points here. That gives me 1 fighting. I took away 2 fighting and I picked up 1 fighting, 1 durability. So I didn't hurt my base damage any. But I picked up extra attack speed. 19.9 now. I got plus 1 to all attributes. So I lost 1 fighting, gained 1 durability. So my base damage was a wash. But I picked up a bunch of attack speed. We've got 5 Hollow Sim waves we want to do. Got 11 minutes to do Clerk, to give Clerk a try. So we'll have to do that first. 11 minutes on Clerk. But let's look at what I've got here. Most important thing, Jessica Jones team up. No, just kidding. All right, cage fighting. It's a basic hand-to-hand. He is spirit-based. So we're punching and generating combo points. Dempsey roll. 7 hits generates a combo hit. Wow. And then the next finisher deals 200% more damage. I don't usually like these kinds of powers because they freeze you in place. I don't like to be frozen in place. It's nothing more annoying than to realize you need to move now. Why can't I move? Because you're standing there going deep, 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 deep. So I can't believe I've got that on there. But it's hard to refuse the 200% more damage to the next finisher power. Bam! The Harlem Street Kick. Elbow drop. Generates 2 combo points. I gotta get this thing off. I just don't like those kinds of powers. Chain yank. Elbow drop. Chunko concrete. Vehicular manslaughter. Crowbar beatdown. Cold shoulder. That's the dash. Dempsey roll. Harlem Street kick. Tactical defense. A taunt. No way, Jose. Sweet crit. Wow. So, my only choice is in its place. I've got to put up with it. His design seems to have gone awry after the biggest update ever. Let's look over here. Maybe this will help me decide what to do down here. I don't like this power, but I like what this power does. And just because I don't like a power, well, I like what it does, but I don't like what it does. I don't like the fact that it freezes you in place for a long period of time. But I do like, And I don't even care about all the combo points it generates. 7. You only need 5. And you're going to get those easy in your rotation anyway. So I don't like that. I don't like that. But I do like the next finisher you deals 200% more damage. But if that comes from a talent,
Ain't been this boy since my days in the slap.
this might be fixable. Finishers provide an additional effect for 8 seconds. This increases my crit by 3%. And my attack speed by 15%. So I didn't have to worry about that attack speed in the first place. Attack speed's going to go up. Which this thing takes no advantage of. That's another thing I don't like about this power. It doesn't care about attack speed. It just says you are stuck here for a long period of time. KO. This is called Cage Fighting, Dempsey Row, Elbow Drop, Cage Was Here, Harlem Street Kick, Misty Night, Sweet Christmas. I don't see a cooldown on this. Finishers provide blah, 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 blah. Harlem Street Kick, which is this guy, gets the extra 3%. And KO gets attack speed. Okay, I'm not using KO. Whatever KO is. KO. Double arm haymaker. We might go with KO. I don't know. Nope, I don't need the attack speed. Iron Fist turns into Misty Night. So I've got Misty Night. That's why I took this one. I got Jessica Jones team up. Apply guarded to allies. Cage Was Here, charge up time removed, but it gains a cooldown. Cage Was Here is my area clear power. What else can you use as an area clear power? What's area? This thing's area. So, 6-second cooldown. This thing's area. 12-second cooldown. That's it. He only has one area power with no cooldown. And they give you a talent to add a cooldown to it. So how are you going to clear an area? Stand back and hope Misty Night and your team up takes everybody out? Yeah. I don't know how anybody could use that. Unless they just don't care about area clear. They let other people do the area clear and they ignore it. Except once every 12 seconds you could clear an area. 400% more damage. I like to have my own area clear, not rely on other people to do it for me. I think this is what I was using on my secondary account. Chunko Concrete and Vehicular Manslaughter. They both became finisher powers. Dipsy Roll is no longer a finisher, does not require consumer benefit from combo points, generates 1 combo point per hit, and causes your next finisher to deal 200% more damage. Hand-to-hand power damage goes up by 10%. What was hand-to-hand? Oh, anything labeled hand-to-hand. So this one's labeled hand-to-hand, this one's hand-to-hand. This one's hand-to-hand. It's all hand-to-hand power damage is up by 10%. And cage fighting goes up by 30%. Critical damage. I don't think I'm using cage. Yep, I am using cage fighting. So when this crits, it crits bigger. Sweet. Christmas applies quickened to all allies. Sweet Christmas reduces the remaining cooldown time of your powers. And Sweet Christmas. Oh, that buff effect dash should have been quickened. Attack and movement speed 25%, duration for 5 seconds. I could replace this. I could throw a crowbar or throw a car. My problem with that power is I'm moving. I'm going to hit that button and dash. And you see how long it takes me to dash. Right now. Dash. I'm stuck for, it didn't seem too bad, but I'm going to hit this button and dash. Wow, it's about 2 seconds. This time I'll speak it so you can see it. Dash. See how long it took for me to dash? Seems like about 2 seconds. I need to move now, but I can't for 2 seconds. I hate those kind of powers. But they didn't leave much. I could throw a crowbar. Or a car. Or a chunk of concrete. This one probably has a crazy animation too. Not as long. I almost dashed and caught up with the concrete. See if I can catch up with the car. Anything's better than that. 2 seconds, I can't do anything. But that 200% more damage on this guy. It's pretty nice. I wish they'd cut this down to about 3 hits, 3 or 4 hits instead of 7. Because I don't like it. So that's just too nice to give up. Even if I got rid of this and threw something else. Oh well. I'm going to keep it and use it. And if I get annoyed with how many times I get defeated because I get stuck in that stupid animation, then I'll take it off my bar. Because that's just ridiculous. 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 Did you hear me, developers? Gazillion powers designers. That's ridiculous. This is Power Man. Power Man. Not Rope-a-Dope. This is not Iron Fist. This is Power Man. Slow and hard. Not quick as... It's ridiculous. But it's got too many good benefits to ignore. It should have been... Maybe... I don't know what it should have been. 2 jabs and a uppercut, or I don't know. Right cross. Not this. Like he's Bruce Lee. He's not Bruce Lee. He's Power Man. Okay. I'm annoyed. Sorry about that. Let's go see what we can do with Clerk.
No, this is a team up I could get used to.
Let's take what the developers think Luke Cage is Bruce Lee and go see if we can do what we can do with Clerk. Got 11 minutes.
Shut that down hard. I get like a girl. Way up front. A job like this involves a lot of help.
It's all the range guys that are whooping me. Watch out. Bruce Lee in the house. I want these guys all close together. Before I did Sweet Christmas, I wanted them all nearby. Oh!
You a big deal supervillain. Not from where I stand.
Yeah, I'm Bruce Lee. Ridiculous. Not rolled well enough. Who was the other guy I needed to get? Mandarin? Mandarin?
I ain't dressed for this kind of weather.
That was a long trip. Just to get the old Mandy up here. Bloop.
Hey, I'm yours, buddy.
You a big deal supervillain. Not from where I stand.
Radar. All right. We'll go do Hightown. But give me a second. I need 60 seconds to 90 seconds. Turn around, Jessica.
Every time I see Luke, I get a sudden hankering for beefcake.
There we go. All right. I'll be right back. 60, 90 seconds. Gambit must be a Power Man worshiper. He's worshiping Power Man. All right.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. What neighborhood is that exactly?
Queens. Spider-Man lives in Queens, Hightown.
Something
It's a Crossbones over here. Alright, quit standing still. Gonna get yourself killed. I have to hit every mine, don't I?
But the invasion continues. Thought you was some badass villain.
Let's go see how we do with area clear. There's some ninjas. Come on, ninjas, gather around. Cage was here. Give me some ninjas. Scaredy cat ninjas. Come out, chicken ninjas. There's Electra. Having trouble getting my elbow drop to go off. There it goes. .4 per second. For some, I'm gonna have. It's gonna be one of those powers that I have to hold my finger on the button for a long period of time until it finally goes off. The elbow drop. Not sure what its issue is.
Something tells me you didn't hire me for my investigating ability.
Truly, you did not think this plan through. Don't do that hocus pocus stuff near me, Doc. Freaks me out.
Stupid hammerheads next. I'd lose some critical damage rating, but that's okay. Got no problem with that.
It's an honor.
Slot 1.
I'm ready to bust some heads.
More damage. More damage. More brutal strike. And less critical and brutal damage. But +2 more fighting. Alright. Hey, it's me. Hey. Hey, how's it going? You're back home in Texas. Good job. Welcome, Adam. I've been okay. I'm annoyed with one Luke Cage power. Because they call him Power Man, not Bruce Lee. Don't know what the game designers were thinking. Maybe he's a skinny guy in the comics. I don't know. But why would you call Skinny Man Power Man? But I couldn't find anything better to use. It's got some good things it does. It just doesn't fit a big, powerful man to be able to go.
Skrullos shall prevail tomorrow.
Yeah. Just doesn't fit. You'll be in melee and whiff 90% of the time.
How is this possible?
It just doesn't seem to fit this character at all. The description is, well, we can look at it here. Dodge and weave while delivering a flurry of punches. Somehow, Iron Fist not only taught Luke martial arts, but he taught him how to be as quick as he is.
This ain't your business, pal.
Okay. How long have we been in here? Not one 3-boss wave. It's annoying. Oh, you're talking about Moon Knight's melee sig? Yeah, I play Moon Knight ranged. I guess Misty can help. There you go. Come out, Misty. And this is the only area clear power they gave this guy. Cage was here.
How is this possible?
Oh, I do too. Oh, she must have gotten run over by Kingpin. She got run over by Kingpin. I didn't realize she was gone. Oh, I ran myself out of spirit. Didn't realize that. Took a long time though. Oh, Titan's out. Oh, I hate when he gets stuck inside a building. Let's see what my ultimate does. I use Jessica because he's married to Jessica. That's the only reason.
Are you with the Squirrel Kid?
It's the only reason I use Jessica. Because they're married. And, well, because of the Netflix series. And because there's no... Well, even if there was an Iron Fist team up, I'd still use Jessica, I think. Though I generally like to have ranged characters with melee characters. Or ranged team-ups with melee heroes. And melee team-ups with ranged heroes. I don't mind this exception. I've got Misty Knight. Finally, a 3 boss wave. Where are they? Down this way. Hey, it's a green me. Get out! Get out!
Why can't I find a challenge?
Okay, I need a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Music. Shuffle. Volume up. I'll be right back. All right. All right. It's 3 bosses. Let's go help with the 3 bosses and then head Midtown. It's Midtown Madness Day. It's just a ridiculous power.
Now that is what I call bling.
Let's get to Midtown. It's where all the boxes are, the Midtown boxes. Excuse me.
Okay, but I warn you, I have a throbbing headache right now.
Drake, the CEO said in a Marvel Heroes Twitch stream a few months ago that everything was planned for some range, into September being the end of that range. And he said more than likely into September. A couple weeks ago, somebody said in a thread, asked in a thread on the Marvel Heroes forums, that very question, reminding of what the CEO said. And I think it was Kamori Man, the community manager for Gazillion, for Marvel Heroes, said that yes, they're still working on it. It's still on schedule for the end of September. So, I've been telling everybody what the CEO and what the community manager says, end of September. Until otherwise we've been told differently. So, end of September. So that's why I switched back to my primary account and going through all 63 of my heroes to make sure they're ready.
But I won't. I have a
I did all my cosmic heroes first. Then I did all my ladies. Then I did all my ranged. Now I'm working on melee. And then after melee, then I've got 2 momentum based characters to do last. I put them off to last because if I ran out of time, I didn't care. Because I don't play those guys at all. That's Beast and Juggernaut. Bring Misty Knight out. Yes. October 21st is the big UT Alabama game. Roll Tide. Tell you the truth, every year they play, I've probably rooted for Alabama more times than I rooted for Tennessee. Why would a Tennessee fan do that? I'm a Southeastern Conference fan first. Tennessee fan second. If Tennessee has a chance to win the national championship, I'm their biggest fan. If they aren't, then I'm Alabama's biggest fan. If they aren't, then I'm Auburn or Florida or LSU. I root for the entire conference. Whoever has the best chance to win the national championship. To keep the national championship out of the hands of other conferences. What's funny is UT's biggest rival is in-state Vanderbilt. UT's got some of the best fans in the world. They'll follow them anywhere. If UT went to Asia or Europe to play a football game, their fans would go with them. But they've also got some of the worst fans. I was dating a woman who was getting her master's degree at the University of Alabama. So she had an Alabama license plate. And some redneck Tennessee fan threatened her bodily harm because of her Alabama license plate. Stupid redneck. So, she had me remove her license plate out of fear for the stupid UT fans. And because of the stupid UT fans, if UT doesn't have a chance to win the national championship, then I root for Vanderbilt to beat them. Just to get back at those stupid UT fans. And last year, my wish came true. The stupid UT fans that I despise got their due when Vanderbilt beat them last year.
I thought I was done with the hero game, but I just keep getting dragged back.
Take it easy, Drake. So, as long as UT has a chance to win the national championship, I'm rooting for them. As soon as they're out of the running, then I'm rooting for Vanderbilt to beat them. Because of those stupid redneck fans. The bad fans. Like I said, they've got the best fans in the world and they got the worst fans in the world. The worst fans, the worst UT fans. Hang on a second.
Telling you up front, a job like this involves a lot of hazard pay.
Time is it? Sorry about this, guys. I get a text. I'm disconnected from the internet. I respond, at work or home? Work, which is downstairs. Did you try reboot? Okay. So she just powered up. Hang on, guys. I'm going to head downstairs for a minute. Go to the training room.
Don't worry about me. I like playing rough.
Be right down. All right. Music. Continue. Give me a few minutes, guys. I'll be right back.
Take your time. It's not like there's anything important going on.
apologies, guys. I'm gonna have to spend some time debugging an itch situation downstairs. So I should have done that before I left. I should have just taken the stream down, but my apologies. So yeah, I'll try to get back to this later. Hope to see you guys later. Thanks for patience.